Good evening, if and all out there. Well, once more, we are back again for some more game and later pay. Some more Final Fantasies. More power of the level, the ninjas and up, heaven on high. So, what has happened in the interim? For those not catching up, we did some ninja levels, we did some heaven on high to get the ninja levels, and we also did the crafting run for deliveries yesterday. Hooray! Oh, excuse me. All that concluded with 2 levels in Carpenter and 2 levels in the Ninja. Way on our way up to 71 for all melee classes. Nice. We also added an extra 50 tokens and a bunch of other goodies by doing a main questline quest. And I think we're going to dive back over to Final Fantasy now because talking to the air isn't as much fun. So let's go there. So we're back out here at Crick. The O's, and I can never pronounce it correctly in the name. Anywho, time to stream. We got in game a little bit earlier, so we verified a few different goodies, and the squadron did actually come through. Gave us 5 more tokens for helping our crafting. But as is the thing for the morning, afternoon, and evening, first thing is a duty roster run. Hitting the roulette for the level ups. Wow. If we weren't so carried about the gear and more interested in levels, we could technically do it with other classes. You know, level the paladin, level the warrior, level the gunbreaker. Bring up all the remainder of the healing classes. Do that quite easily. Does mean missing out on the tokens, though. Difficulties. Okay. It means slowing down this gathering here, because we would be doing nothing to increase our tombstones at all. Which isn't so bad, really, when you think about it. Gonna withdraw then. Let's change it out then. I do want to do the end game stuff with the Dark Knight, but I'll have to learn that. But it is my preferred tank. So, unfortunately, we will just send that away, go here, and we should pick this up pretty quick. I think it's better if we just push all levels first. Back thinking on it a second time. Thought I wanted the extra tokens, but now thinking about it, it might be a case of by the time I get enough token gear, might not be this, or it might rotate round. They have done that before. Besides, crashing up the levels is this. So we're going to hit it with the tanks and its Castrum. Unlike all the other runs in Castrum, where I was running through as Scholar, basically back healing, now this time I'm running as the tank. First thing I want to make sure is I have Grit, or my equivalent aggro ability on. And I'm going to hit a damage reducer right here. We are missing someone. Oh no, we got him. guys forget to turn off the second damn searchlight. Or either searchlight for that matter. Good boy. Forget something we did. Let's sprint this. We got Lucy, Harphelia, Philip Mignon, Nada KGB, Kamala, Worm, I have no idea what the Wormfeller. There we go. That was embarrassing. Air off through it and forgot the dang well turning off the lights. Absolute tarnation. I've got that main aggro on it. Dark Knight, this is basically a 1-2-3 combo. No need to stand anywhere else. So yeah, zombie pin something. Then Sarah Lightbringer and Fyodor Reborn. Oh yes, we do have a personal grudge against them, so they weren't ours to drive at this time. And yeah, I do use the same base pattern to my armor. Same glamour? Oh yeah. To me, what's more intimidating, a guy comes out in a full suit of armor, then like runs away and comes back with a different armor setup and gear, or the guy just basically pulls weapons out from nowhere and he's still wearing the same thing. Quick, garbage chute time. Ooh, I can't click on the button. Can't do it. Just can't do it. No. Don't know why you're sprinting. Well, yeah, I know why. tank is sprinting, but okay. Get that? Thank you. Hearts. Not a lot of AoE I have, other than basically mash this, mash that. Yuki's unfortunately right over top of a bunch of returners. That's okay. Good, we got a double plant. Nadia's one of the healers, so we should be able to move up the line here, okay? Everybody blown the lights, so... Nice, we'll get the animation showing one of the bites blown out. Or one gen blown out. There it goes. Running dirty fuel. That'll do it to an engine. Blood weapon, get me more energy. The other tanks picked them up. Nice. down. Yay! I know, there's a lot of people just focused purely on this, but we've got quite a few sprouts with us. I don't know how many have actually entered this. I would assume at least all of them, but they may not be. What's the right word I'm looking for? Fed up with it? They may have done it a few times, but it's always good to have, fastest runs are done when people have basically done it dozens and dozens and dozens of times. Best rule to remember, whenever you're tanking, always do one pull off the first crash in any dungeon. Unless you're running with a known healer, like this healer, always pull one group. Never pull two to begin with. Pull one, see where their mana is, and see how badly you're getting beat. Right? If you're getting your butt blowed over, and they're like, good job, they're utterly splatted, like their mana is like through the floorboards. So they got like next to no mana and everything like that. Yeah, if that's the case, only single pull from that time forth. If, on the other hand, they handle it well, the second pull on, and so on and so forth, until you find that balance point. Every time your healer says stop, do so. Get a wide. There it is. This living dead. Right? Basically, it's well, we don't have access to Blackest Night. Right? 3,000 energy, 15 seconds, recast, 7-second duration. Basically, I want to keep this thing facing this way this time. Hanks dropped his aggro entirely. Okay. Tank's going to turn in a moment. I want to low blow him and stun him right in the choppers. Just like that. Second stun will go off. Shake. I haven't yet dodged that one. Got such a short time on it. And get that off the right moment. Anyway, down it goes. Seems longer when you're tanking than this. You know, we've also got, like we said, a number of sprouts. They're probably not geared. Whether, like I said, this might be their first Castrum run. They might have done several Castrum runs, but they don't have the higher gear, so we're running slower. The fact that no one thought to go back to get those first two searchlights was a key idea. You know, veterans basically figured, yeah, someone will figure this out. And the sprouts just would follow them. So we all went this like, wait, something's not right here. I haven't seen that cutscene. Turn them off. I'm glad I did grab tank. This would have been just a horrendous run otherwise. Oh, you're assuming you would have gotten the exact same group, probably. But with a different, you know, replacing one of the healers with me and tank with a different tank. I need to get to the bottom of something. As long as it's not a bottle of whiskey. Yep, doing all the old tricks. Unless you find an AA gun on the way, it ain't going to help. Fortunately, people leave these things lying around. Convenience. Now, we might have someone run through and try to set off the next area. Once we get that has been locked down, you wish to travel to that zone, we will take the yes and we'll basically jump into the zone, disengage combat with them, and then basically do our best to pull all the creeps away from the cannons. Our job's not to tank this first section of this fight, it's to basically keep them adds off the guns. Specifically the loaders. Boss does no damage. I do mean that, no damage. That works. Work the loaders. Nicely done. I know that's not how you spell nicely, but this isn't Google. I usually don't worry when I'm playing healer through here, because I'll just drop a heal and I get the healer aggro and it just pulls all the ads. Yeah, we did it. Normal fight from here. I've had a bunch of people have been brand new and they just run and they just stay on Lucia when she's on the mech and, you know, magic tech and just wailing on her and beating on her. It does no damage. The only thing that hurts her with any sort of thing is basically the cannons. So you gotta tell people, run to the middle, do this. If you set up waypoints, if you're gonna teach people how to do the fight, it's just an A point in the middle. You know, numbers 1 and 2 where the tanks stand. Basically do this, and they just load the tanks. Just load the work the loaders. Everyone else does this, and the healers stand at your A casting heals, and they'll pull all this, and the DPS basically operate the guns. Run to the middle and murder the ads, and then back to the guns, and back to this, back to the guns. Funny, warriors usually outthink. You're mostly kidding. He is picking them up. He's grabbing all the ads. Yeah, this fight doesn't usually last this long. Give my fellow tanker help. Now, so what are we getting out of this? Let's just go over this. We've got 100,000 experience points times 100% because we're 80. We can't use the special earrings for an extra 30%. 200 poetics. Another card draw. An extra poetics because one or more haven't completed this the first time, so we get a bonus here. Plus, if I had a second chance, which I do, I pick up another second chance. Yay. I get 300 and 1,500,000 experience points for basically using the duty roulette. That. And a bonus of 56,000 experience and an extra 72,000 gil for being the adventurer in need, which tanks are. So, that turns into a lot of experience. Right? It's a lot, right? So it jumps up here, and I need 5,909,000, well, let's just say 6, and at 1.5 million, and it would be 1.5 million each time, plus the pickup experience, it's only going to take about 3-4 runs to move me up. I think 12 million was the top, so that's like 12 runs. So if you do it daily for that bonus sweet 1.5 million experience, and that does increase, by the way. The higher, because you look here, let's go this. Let's go through actually reading it here. Main duties, or main scenario, cutscenes cannot be skipped. Bonus skill and experience awarded to compensate for discrepancy between character and duty levels. Further percentage will be added on base character level. Standard duty reward category, all related bonuses available once per day. Joining this duty will nullify any adventure need bonuses. Right? You can see it's limited to level 50. Average item level is limited to 42. So this is an item level, This is what you need to get in, sorry, 42. This is back when the item level and your actual level were fairly close. So when you had 50 level, you had 50 item level. Like minimum item level, IL, item level unavailable, additional route label unavailable, echo this, explore mode unavailable, rules restrictions lifted for parties, minimum size. Must fulfill the 2 or more duty requirement. Basically, if you really need to, you can come up here to open duty finders and change some of these things. You know, force minimum item level. So all this, you know, unrestricted will be synced. Unrestricted here will still gain spirit bond. Will still yield experience in items. Will be select party meeting this party requirement size. Unrestricted party, blah blah. Right. War mode lets you basically, oh, I didn't get the whole thing for some reason. You joined a party halfway through and you need like the front of it, so you can basically go walking around in there for that reason. Party in progress. Yes, no. Right. Unrestricted party, blah blah blah. Loot rules, you can do greed only, so everyone can only roll greed. Normal is, as I said, need, greed, pass. But you can only need on it. This. And this means I only join once with this. You can actually set it to loot master. No, determines the loot thing. Only party leader can change the loot. And when you select it, you go in, that's the way it goes. Right? Limited leveling. So all these count, right? This one here is the one basically that allows, so if I wanted to, I could go unrestricted party. And now I could do, let's discard all those. Right? I could go unrestricted party, join, crash through this whole thing as a level 90. Yeah. You can only repair things you actually have things. So like this is all of it has a little, like this has got the gem, requires crafting and repairs for goldsmith. This requires armor smith. This requires weaver. That's leather worker, jeweler, gold worker, goldsmith. Of course, blacksmith. I don't know. Last night we got into a full match. I don't think we'll be doing that again unless someone really wants me to, but, you know, considering the only person in the group at that time was, well, me, and we got another card, which is another 300. We can only have one of those, so we will have to go sell that before we can do that again. Otherwise, we miss out on a possibility of getting 100 free experience. But when you sign up as DPS, it can take a while for some runs. When they, these weren't all just brought straight here. What they did is when they brought out the thing, of course, when Endwalker hit, all experience was basically flat. So if you had, like, you know, just a little bit over the top of 0, you got your gun, it's got your class just over the line, you're good. No, my first concern will be to bring Dark Knight up, then Gunbreaker, then Paladin, then Warrior. Then we'll bring up the mages in terms of Astrologian, White Mage, Sage. Maybe not in that order, but you know. Sage has got the least number of levels to come up, so it might be the first one I do. Oh, we got a dancer. Already up for a dance partner, Bard, and Dark Knight. Ooh, and Derazian right off the bat. Nice. Sue Castle, Eros, Calciferi, Nest. Got no works on that one. Aha! Short run. It's all good. I think levels are more important than gear. Oh, right. Magicite, right off the mark. Ninja goes this way. And there's the key. Secret ninja techniques. Oh, it's terrible, isn't it? Oh, seconds up. I'm a little louder. It's this way. Ninja finds it. No, this is sort of a newish ability. And quite the powerful one. Though, I'm a little bit surprised Hooten still exists on the actual ninja capabilities, if they've added that. It's a load thing. Good for you. Doggy buff. Doggo buff. Man, this place has got nothing. Need to get the optics are clean. That's the way out. Come along. Time to get out of here. Okay, we're at play 6, which means we are now past the halfway mark, and now is the time you want to blow your strip. Activate any sort of buffs. Activate this. Let's just make everything weaker if we only got a certain amount of health on this level. I know. Well, I've had some runs for each. Oh, no, 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 no. Alright. We still had another level. I love those type of things. So I'm going to activate this now. New. So we're going to activate the other one on the next level. Yep. Oh well. 2 castle? Mm-hmm. All right. Did you? No! Sussy baka. Very sussy baka. I think I clicked on the cloud and then it just turned something else. Oh. I just don't go into titles. Right? Not unless the title was particularly hard to get your hands on. I mean, you know, it's like, take your pick. You know, I can go Stormlord, but all that means is I've done this. It's Blackguard, you know. Soul of Harvest I could put on there. Like, yeah. But play a Reaper and have that on for a tag. Yeah. You see what I mean, though? Heavenly Gatecrasher, pure white. Have I really done anything for the title that's extraordinary is the real question. Most of the ones I have, I'd say no. They're nothing fancy on the achievements. So, okay. Bard's not hiding any facts. Oops, doggo buff. We just need to get some murder on. Well, there's the beacon. Assassinate that. So, Nastrom Azaric, not Adpar, and Ursuit Crush. No one hiding the ball on that one. Once again, I rate that as a terrible name, only because if one got isekai'd, you know, it's one of those, oh my god, so embarrassing. It's like being caught with, like, Pandora's actor as an actual thing. It's like you have to say, you created this way. It's like, really? Do I have to claim that? Oh, we got blind. Yeah, we do have blindness. And that's why I hate blindness. Right, it reduces the accuracy enough that your combo effects can sometimes just whiff sideways. A lot of ninjutsu. I do. Probably why I have a fondness for this class. It feels more like a caster class than an actual elite class. tea tonight. I had a cup of coffee. Once again, just the decaffeinated. So we're not like caffeinated out of our bowls tonight. But, yeah, we're not caffeinated out of our bowl. Brain bucket bowls. Oh, no abilities. You opened the box, didn't you? Yep. You open... Oh, that's right. Peloton's probably an ability. And it is a 4 thing, so it's not like it's going to go away anytime soon. I'll look this way. Nope. Not enough to kill? Yeah. Oh no, there's enough to kill. What are you doing, buddy? Let's go. I think we believed that there wasn't enough to kill and you were like sprinting back. I believe that because you were the hunter. You aggroed everything? Oh. It's because you got pox. You should have a wand for every gold chest, because that's where you get purity. Purity. A pair of serenities. Nice. Damage dealt is down. Pox is the horrible thing. No auto heal. Does constant damage. Requires a specific commander to remove it. Ouchers. Ooh. No. Terrible. Hurrah! Well, in Palace of the Dead, the gold chests have a chance to be mimics. Oh, futures. Okay. promise this doesn't go boom either. At this level, although you have physics, it really is a vestige because you have almost no mind to power it. Right? Well, you know, that's what you get for touching that. There's nothing we can... Okay. Yeah, it lasts 9 minutes, by the way. So if you get it in the first half of the dungeon, it's like... mass commander use. There we go. But what's like? Why do you interrupt it? Because just in time for the boss fight. I'm not commanding that name. Poor name. Right? But like, it's like I say, if you ever get isekai'd into something, you kind of want a name that's at least servable. To any name that does not, that comports to, would this be really dumb to be called in an isekai? I point out is terrible. And that's the only reason why I point out it's terrible. You know? For instance, take Overlord, a great isekai anime. Touch Me is a terrible name to be isekai'd with. Right? It's one thing when you use, like, Silver Wraith, okay, whatever. Astrid Schultz, you know. If you use something that is simple of words and letters, that's one thing, right? Again, using Lord Touch Me as the example, both those words are well known in most languages. Touch and me. Right? Granted, he changed his name to basically fit the fact that he was allowed to use a glitch in the game to basically prevent anyone from ever hitting him. That's how come he was as powerful as he was. But it was patched out, and soon only he could use the type of thing, so, eh. So, you know, who knows? The point is, coming up with a pair of names that, although bad isekai in our opinion, maybe the words don't quite mean the same in wherever they are. Two summoners and then this. But anyway, who's tonight's additional run? We have a pair of summoners. It's not a blow up stuff. So we have Julius Squeezer. Ha 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 ha. To play on Orange Julius and Julius Caesar. You know, funny name. You could get away with that one because you could almost get away with that one. Almost. Squeezer would be a well-known name, but you might be able to muff up the spelling if you're allowed. Or that, you know. Depends what the rules of the isekai are, whether you you come to one, it's like, that goof name that I had, yeah, I don't want to be known by that goof name. Or it could be it's a case of, your character sheet's been predetermined by the, whatever resurrected you, and it's like, no, you're now hereby stuck with that name. Right, versus Kata Dawnbringer. It's not at par. Yeah, it comes from some far-off place that you may not hope, and hopefully your name is close enough to something place that's in the world. You could, no, it's a name from that Eastern country-ish thing from, that way. Versus, is Darkfire a real thing? Thalen's enough of a unique, novel name. What about Darkfire? Darkfire sounds more like, well, it's no more a weirder name than a Bruce. Not my name, right? No. Go with the traditional Scottish name, the Bruces, the McGavins, and stuff like that. Or Eric's, like Erickson. Right? Leave Erickson. It's easy to say you're a wanderer from far off places. It's just what your thing is. Right? It was like, oh, where would you get Darkfire from? It's like, it's like Smith. Smith used to be the name most common because a lot of people were smiths. Literal blacksmiths, whitesmiths, where it comes from. People who were blacksmiths took that name, Smith. So their trade was that. That's why you got Taylor. That's where some of those names came from. They were jobs. So, that one was not fun. Essential dignity. Thank you. Things worse than having your dignity stripped like that. Oh, it was up the hill. I heard that. I gotta stop doing that. Stop throwing it when I stand on. I should just like throw it right where I get it and just like ring, and then work from it there. It was right there. I heard it. It is 26, so it is that level where I can start. And that's what I dislike about ranged. When you're trying to level up melee. Always get the run back and forth where the mob in Heaven on High and a lot of these places you can get that back and forth pull because you have no dedicated tank. You have no one who's going to be the heart of all pulls. You've got a regular person pulling, that's not so bad because it's always going to be on tank. Most useless one. I'm the only one here who doesn't have a resurrect. Right, literally, I'm the only one who doesn't have a resurrect. Both summoners have a raise, and also so does all healers. If you feel happy, you stopped like whole 2 seconds when you stood on that one. You get a lot of fast casts as summoner. That makes you highly mobile on the battlefield. It's like base ruin, base AoE or breaker. Three of us are standing in this one. That's got to be fairly good. Being a dick. Had to do it. Explosive results. Oh, it's all in good fun. Mm-hmm. I give this, oh, no, reppin' Grey Wolf. Oh, it works. No. That's not at par as part of my base group, at least running it from here. Big money! Ooh, something special. Falconer's boots. Those are the boots that I use. These boots. Those are the Falconer boots. You know, sure, they got the big leather over bits. That's okay, though. They're just a straight boot with a straight lace, a straight sole, and a straight back. Oh, we get 65 for the next level. Hurrah! Oh, here it is Wednesday, my dude, isn't it? It is Wednesday. No. It's a straight coffee, decaf, Irish cream flavoring added to it. That was good. Artificial stuff, not the real stuff. We don't need to be basically off our rocker playing a game. That would just be terrible. Well, you. Me, I'd probably be having an absolute blast. I lie. I don't drink. Right? If something's got alcohol in it, it's like, you know, left over from when you put a bit of wine in spaghetti, or when I ferment drinks or stuff like that, it's a little bit, it's not enough to actually get drunk on. Like, wind up, you know, drink the entire bottle and you'd be fine. But right now we just need to get some murder on, so let's... Going to do just that. Okay. So we have Chi Nikam, Puppy Thrower, and Nastrum Valric again. See, Puppy Thrower is one of those ones that you know. Like, my name, what's your name? And apparently it's like, well, check you here. Get your hands on this device. Your name is really Puppy Thrower. What? No, it isn't. Yes, according to this, your name is Puppy Thrower. Everyone be looking at you like, why do you throw puppies? It's a jokey name. My parents did not give a good joke then. Mr. and Mrs. Thrower thought it was terrible then. Ooh, it's never a fun one to step on. It just means I take more damage and innovation. Nice. So, Ninja, Samurai, Reaper, and Dancer. Mostly melee DPS or a good close combat group. Could also be why I like Dancer. It's both ranged and melee-ish. Yoo-hoo! Nice. Frailties are great. It's basically a 1 per level strength. Wasn't enough. You gotta go find someone else somewhere else and, well, commit the creature beatings. That's enough. Oh yeah, number one reason I don't like this, it's like the twin super long swords. I'm supposed to have concealed weapons, and these two things are like, whoa, check out the size of these things. Two one-handed swords. Like dual reverse ripping two long swords. Not a good look. Oh, yeah. Hey, it's what it is. I'm gonna move this over here. Actually, I'm going to move that to the upper layer, and so I'm going to move this up here. That there, that there, that there. Better. Well, you know, I like to keep most of the attacks on the bottom run. Wow, you guys just out for a solid murder. Woo! Oh, we got a triple. Hurrah! I'm gonna pop a steal because we got 3 of them. Yes. Well, the Rogue's Quest can only be started once you've got, like, level 10 in anything. It's not one of the ones you can actually start with. You have to actually start with a different class. And that's why... Can you say it with me? I hate these. But when you're playing melee and you've got range, they just pull it past you. It's just like, no, it's like a cat reaching out to hit something. It's like, items unavailable. Oops, someone stood on it. Not only is it items unavailable, and thank you, puppy thrower. And Phoenix? I'm sure I have one. Oh yes, I do. Oh, can't use items. He exploded. Well, that's kind of pointless. There was no items. It's like, why is this not working? No items. That's the wrong color. This ought to go real quick. We got an experienced team. We've saved all 3 Magicites for the boss fight. Which means we can just go boom, boom, boom. So I'll let them do that. Super fast, and everyone's out before I can thank them. Yeah. Let's see, names like Puppy Thrower is like what I point out, right? It's common enough that the words, you know, it's one thing if you chose something like, I don't know, something of a joke name. Like, what was it that was on CNN recently? Oh, yes, that's right. A bunch of joke names that they didn't catch, right? There's a great example, right? Something that Bart Simpson would speak into the phone. That kind of joke name, you know? Like take Life of Brian, Biggest Dickus. Right? You might get away with those. But I doubt it. Pair of Vera, 1 in white, 1 in black. Pair of brides Moogles doing the thing. I would probably say that dum-dum. Shoes. I would say they've done the whole wedding routine too. Or at least been to one. I think it was more potent at 50. I mean, yeah, it's still the thing, but you were given a special ring, which basically gave you boosted stats, too. I don't know if those stats were made to basically be like these earrings can be, where they're basically going, they're in yellow for a reason, because as I change level, they change as well. Right? See, you know, attributes I am level vary according to class, job, and current level when equipped. If the wedding ring did that, I'm sure they'd get a lot more people looking for it. I think it... I'm not sure. I don't know enough about it to say anything further than that. Right? But that's what I would think. There's nothing else to do except maybe yeah, I could use that to get an extra sticker, but if I don't plan to do most of these, which really not. See, at 90, I could probably... These is a 50 raid. I could probably do that on my own. That, I could probably crash on my own. I don't think Naval Extreme is actually higher than 50, so that could be a crash on its own. Striking Tree, I think, is also another 51. Pretty sure these are 50s. Might not be, but I think they are. Alphascape 1.0. Emanation Extreme, I think that's 70. Here. Stream Moria Mesa. That's actually it's a 70 to 80. I think it's 80 for that one, and it is a pain to do. East, that's some PvP. Do a 90 dungeon, do an 80 dungeon, do something for these areas. So, yeah. Oh no, you got your challenge log and you've got the book. So we have Archer. So we got Ace, Gick, Mo, Linder, Ophelia, Adam, Staller, Crawler, Pod K. Poddick. See, you know, I don't rate Starcaller as a terrible name. It's like, what's my name? Star-Lord. Everyone will look at you, that's an embarrassing name. Yeah, it probably is. It's probably not a good isekai name. But it's one you can get away with. Right? You know? It's like, oh yeah, no, my name means Starcaller. You know, say something like, oh, my name's not, you know, doesn't translate into the common language we're speaking, but it means Starcaller. Oh, okay. Right? You know, feel a little like Hoary Boulder. Is this a real one or not? No. And nothing happened. Okay, looking for glow spot. Glow spot. Glowing spot. There. Right here. Right? Nope, that's not it. Glowing spot, glowing spot, glowing spot. There. And it's a sprint the whole level. So fast. Guess what I found? As for your weapons drawn, you get flip, 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 flip. Everyone else just gets a normal jump. They've got a weapon out. Ninjas get to do the somersault. Oh, you're officially not my friend anymore. So Ophelia is also a ninja. Don't see too much jiu-jitsu out of her, but then I haven't been watching it either. And again, I tend to be a bit heavier with it, so that doesn't say much. How about reducing damage? Ooh. Pop it now. See? No tinkle. Guess what you did? Yep, that's what that thing did. What was he saying? I didn't quite catch what Popper said. Right, foo dog. So the foo dog gives, of course, damage. Ooh, nice. And I'm just gonna. Make sure it's dead. Definitely. Okay, pop strength. There's a tank, so he's gonna pull anger. Did I figure it out? Yeah, they got it. So, like I said, Ace Gitmo is obviously a jokey name, right? Like, your name's Ace Gitmo Linder. And like I said, there's probably a joke to that. I have no idea what it is. It probably is. That wasn't Ophelia. That was me. Everyone who saw me saw it was me. I'm not gonna go, it wasn't me. Come on. We're not pumping this. Why? Rude. Uh-huh. I did not step on that. And yes, you knew it was there. No, it wasn't fast enough. No. Damage over time on the ground. So it's a dot. It's an AoE dot. Ooh, and I think when it comes to AoE dots, it's a case of how well are you going to be on the fighting spot. Right, let's just take a quick actions and traits thing now. Ninjutsu. Start with Fuma Shuriken. 450, it's any one. Katon is 350. So, but it's an AoE. It's 650, and it's 2 symbols. Considering I could throw 1 Fuma. Right? Misused it. Okay. You can do as many as you can. It doesn't matter how many times you bang the symbol. So you can either choose a 1-shot Fuma or 2-shot Rayen. Right? Again, this one here has an effect, which is bind, which means it freezes someone so you can, move away from them. It's 15 seconds of they're not able to get close to you. So I might go, Tenshin. So this, Thrier off, Pyuten, this. I can go this way, or I can go this way. Suiton allows you to execute things. Grant Suiton, it's water damage 500. It is all 3, but it lets you fire off things you're going to do when you're hit. Right? Like this, which is a 300/400 if it's from the rear. Increases their damage taken by 5%. So it's, it's only 500. This Dalton, on the other hand, is 70 potency for 24 seconds. Also gives heavy. Most bosses aren't affected by heavy, so you're only putting down a light dot while they're there. Putin basically gives you autocast and recast, and with this ability here, being a weapon skill, it's not even worth ninja skilling Putin by going this. Like, yeah, or I can just run in and hit this. Right? It comes to our 3 top-bottom ones here, which are the ones that were added for this. Again, only works when we're under a certain effect. Kasasu. Kasasu. And this one works when they're in Bolton. works under Raiju ready, Raiju ready. Only works under Phantom Kichi ready. Spell Suiton increases Ninki gauge by 50. So, again, ending with Sutton, hit this, which I can't do because 71 is sort of, or 70 is the highest level in Heaven on High, so I don't get access to this. And then, oof. AoEs generally do lower damage than straight up in attacks. These are both the same using the Ninki gauge. And all your abilities increase by 5, so roughly. Like it says, weapon skills trigger cooldown of this action. So you sort of get this wonderful dance between using your ninja's abilities and using straight combat. Alright, so that chainsaw happens to have a thing to it. At least get another level out of this one, easy enough. I've got to, work in the morning, you can't do this all day long. Nice. Right? I must admit, the single concept of doing this as a, instead of streaming just 3 hours, much longer hours, it'd be nice. But that would require, well, that would require actually making money, which we don't have any plans on. Oh, I've done the reading on it. So, like I said, we know what is required for one. Unlikely. That's the problem. You're not fast enough. Get nothing, son. Nothing. You aggroed it. it. Green is up, my dude. On the point. Come on, help me defend my point. Get on the point. Ah, yes. Done. I don't know what he's up to. Whew. Outside of trying to get all the goody goods. It was just a chest, I had to get it. Oh, that's fine. Get two of them. I'm gonna kick that because wine just is annoying to work with. I'm gonna hit one of these because it's within the. I'm not opening that one. You open it. Ninja sneaky. I'm gonna follow him. Oh, damn. That's right. Wrong way. We're having a bit of fun, aren't we? Well, I am anyway. I assume if you're watching, you're having a bit of fun too. Risk Venture, Spanky Tanky, Zenot Corino. Yeah, there's time. He's a whole room away. And just aggroed a monster that just spawned. Oh, that's because that's an ability. That's an ability. Whereas this is a ability. Please. Made what mad? Right. Never mind. So, risk venture? Yeah. Zen Arcturino? Yeah. Spanky Tanky! One of those. Like, would you want to be caught with this? Mm-hmm. Personally, no, but hey, that's because it's me. I'm going to pop the steel one as well. Throw the daggers. Oh. Come on. Lightning. Super. Light attack. Come on. This. Adventure! Yay! Like I said, if I really cared, I could just do this and go leave. Okay. Gets you out nice and easy. It works when you finish though. Very traveler. Mm-hmm. We did get a bag, though. Lady Baggins. Like I say. No. This looks like it's a fairly low level thing. It's level 5 materia. That's not going to sell for well. The even numbers have much higher stats on them than the odd ones. And we're back with Spanky Tanky, Mighty Light, and CZ Fire Broman Bruh. Right. Okay. Odd man out when it comes to weird names. But on the same point, I wouldn't be embarrassed to be isekai with this. I'm not gonna pop anything. It's 12 seconds of auto regen on the transport over, so that should be enough. You know, there's... Yeah, there we go. That's a dead end. Yeah, and get it off in time. Oh well, better loot on the next level anyway. I'm spanking, I find all the traps in my face. So your face is your shield, then? My face is my shield. Right here, right in the face. Like the guy constantly haranguing for a face shot. Borderlands 2. Actual facts. One giant ugly beat shield. Yeah, fair enough. Ooh, that sounded good. It's a... Gotta go with it, gotta go with it. There's not this side, Judes. It's that side. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, no, there it is. It's a comic that's been punched around, and some people have done voices for it on the YouTubes. So. Ninja loves his lightning. And one of the comics has the tank going, you know, literally screaming, you know, "My face is my shield." Or the other play of the joke is basically some elf trying to always like infiltrate groups for non-say-so reasons. Why we use elf and not Elzen. I think I'll find a few more splatter rolls. No one's still in a fight with something. Spanky tank. Dead before it fell on the floor. Okay, well, let's make this a little bit easier this time. You can only exit, therefore. Oh yeah, conceal is best dropped right after that. As long as you don't hit any of your abilities, you can still open chests with it. You can still loot the rest of the level with it, but you don't have to fight any further. Okay. Doesn't dispel it when I pick up chests. a Spanky one as well. Mostly because she got along with that joke. And yeah, I tend to refer to people by their models. Not because it's anything else. You don't know unless you ask, and if you don't ask, you don't know, and it's rude. It is actually rude in RPG games to ask people who they are underneath. It's also considered in bad taste to hit on them, which some people do. Right? And that's just a level of rude. It's not worth Baggins. So get on. Right? You know, so unless they confide in you what's on the other side of the screen, treat them as their model, because, like, take the role player in our guild. He, and it is a he, because they've told us it's a he, they are he on the other side of the screen, but when they role play, we refer to them as their character, which is female. So, right? But they're a role player, and when they're actually in role, they'll let you know when they're role playing hard. You just go along with it. That's what role playing is. If you were playing Dungeons and Dragons at the table, someone's playing a female barbarian elf, you do the right thing and convince them they should actually be playing a female barbarian orc. But you refer to them as their character on here. You refer to them by what their character says they are. Now, if their character says, refer to me as right? And that's what you refer to them as. Going for a dive! 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 I don't know if he was intending to go underwater or not, but he did anyway. Ah! There's a city underwater. But it's actually over here. Not that way. It's there. I think I'm gonna get much more. Wait. I'll get this in. This run. And then I will be short time till the end. What? An hour? Yep. Oh, I got another 3 runs in at least then. Someone went to sleep. No, it's called gaming etiquette. Stick to it. Okay, so we have a tank, Lucian Archchamber, I don't know, Chris Angel, and Scoobette Snags. Ugh. Chain Bolt, sorry. Chris Angel. And here comes Scoobette Snacks. They play on Scooby Snacks. Right? See, Scoobette Snacks you could get away with. No problem. Like I said, Scoobette Snacks you could probably get away with. Why would you run up to it and then not open it? It's gold. Lucian has... So Lucian Arch Chain Bolt. I knew this was going to happen. It was this. Oh. You don't know if it's going to happen. You don't think it's going to happen because it shouldn't happen, right? Well, it's just a thing. Point of stories and all the rest. And it would probably suck donkey nuts. Well, I'm going to use Fallout 4 to say, which is technically, you know, those time travel things are a form of isekai, if you would. So, you know, man frozen in time, it's sort of an isekai, you know. Instead of traveling physically to another world, you travel temporally to a new world. New politics, new this, new that, all of it, right? Right? That's what those sorts of quests are. You're like, it's supposed to, it's, that's all it means, is basically transferred to a new world, new setting, new location. Right? So, yeah. Like I said, distracted there for a moment. Yeah, like I said, the man out of time's the same thing. But you have to remember, this is the poor... I have to say, it's sort of the poorest moment. He's the only guy who really knows what beer tastes like. No one else actually knows what beer tastes like in that world. So there's that sad fact. And the saddest fact of all is he never really got a chance to have that last sip of coffee. Right? Sit there, fresh cup of coffee, goes for it, it's interrupted. Can you do this? Okay, come back to your coffee. Favorite comic book, coffee. Only to basically be frozen in time and never have a decent cup of coffee ever again. Right? No? Our world's pretty great. So, yeah, like I said, it would suck donkey nuts. right? You know, just think, it's like, oh, but it would be great. Yeah, let me think the lack of toilet paper, right? You know, you're using a, what do you use when you go camping and you're out of toilet paper? It's, just think of that, right? It's all, that's been like the most complicated hit with so far, right? You know, lack of modern sanitation. Like, how much do you enjoy that lack of sanitation? I certainly wouldn't like it. You know, everyone shows the whole, it's so good in this world, food, but what's the most common thing you're gonna get? Oh, I don't know, indigestion because food disagrees with you. The reason why the military loves to give their boys clean rations versus letting them, you know, dine on the local cuisine. It's one thing if you're isekai'd as a kid and you get to grow up there, then of course you're not good at that. But if all these people have been, teleported there immediately, it's just like, guess what? Food sucks. Well, it might taste good, but you're definitely going to regret it in the morning. It's all those sort of things. You know, everyone forgets how great our world is. Not all over, mind you. Some places definitely are needing a fair bit of work. On the way you go. I work on the how you save someone who's drowning. Right? You know, you're gonna try to save someone who's drowning. The first rule is not to get pulled under yourself. That makes sense. I mean, you want to make sure you have the same thing goes for, other countries and stuff like that. If you want to help them out, Scuba gets the marks because that's kind of funny. Then you have, you're going to help them out financially. Your country has to at least, have no major debts. Because you're going to be taking money from your people and giving it to them. It's the rule, if you would. Two of them on that run. Nice. An otter. I think I have him. Oh, let's find out. Do I have him? No, I did not. Now I've got the otter. Nice. So, but yeah, you know, you want to help out someone militarily, for instance, you gotta help them out. You have to have a military that can actually, you know, defend your own country while they're off doing the work in someone else's country. Right? Sending 10 guys in a rowboat, one gun between the lot of them, isn't that much of a help. Could actually be more of a hindrance. Yeah, you know what I mean? No, it's like when playing Ark. You know, just to discover the whole secret to world peace, and that's everyone has stuff. Right? Theory of stuff. I explained it to the guys when we're playing, and it's like, yeah, it makes sense while we're playing this game. You know, our clan has stuff, their clan has stuff, these clans have stuff. Those are like 4 or 5 major clans on the server. Each one of us had enough stuff and enough people on all the time that you couldn't really do an offline raid on any one of us. Fairly large guilds. This is, you know, early days of Ark before Scorched Earth DLC. So there was only the official servers, and there was a lot of people playing at the time, so. Okay. So you couldn't offline us. You couldn't do this. We had enough stuff that if you failed to get our stuff, we'd be able to use our stuff to blow your stuff up. Right? And I told them, this is how world peace works. It's like, how's that work out? Well, you know, we've got stuff, they've got stuff, we want to keep our stuff, they want to keep their stuff, and we know if we use our stuff to try to take their stuff and we don't succeed, they'll be taking our stuff, and their allies will help stomp us into the ground. Right? Right. So you got this weird balance where everyone doesn't want to do anything because everyone's upset. Like, you don't want to push because if you screw up the push, you lose everything. Right? Fear of losing everything that you've got built is reason enough not to fight. You know, people who have nothing in life have no fears of doing things because what are you going to take from them? You know, that's why it's always said the most desperate people are those that have nothing. So, you know, the only way people get stuff, either it's handed to them or they work for it. There really isn't another way to get stuff. So, there you go. Right? And you can only give stuff to the new guys when they show up on the block when you are securing it. Like, handing over berries was easy because we had more than enough berries. Handing them over things like stone or other such things was easy too because, you know, we had no little need of those materials. So, you know, that's the theory of stuff. You get enough stuff, you can give other people stuff, and when everyone has enough stuff, no one wants to risk losing their stuff. World peace as solved on video games, specifically survival games. Anyway, I've forgotten who our people are. We have Tibbles Loxar, Hanabashi Rekka, and Eros Kalasafiri. I probably butchered some names there. Right here, so let's just get some murder on them. Not enough. There we go. So, yeah. Hey. Like I said, if you've got next to no stuff and you give people stuff, then it's not. I thought they were fighting something reasonable. So, that's the way it goes. Well, how much is stuff that you can start you're developing other places' ability to gain stuff? Well, that's the trick. You don't need a lot of stuff. Sometimes it's just giving them access to things that you once had. You know, I'm a fan of steam engines, big old traction engines. I really think that a lot of places that we would say, you know, need help, probably could do with them. Build solid, last long, run well. Only need basically fire and water to go. Now fire can be instead of doubles in it and you can go boom. Right? Right? No. It's the idea that you have to hand over the latest and greatest tech. Not quite true. You need to hand over proven technology that works with resources that are available. It's 1000% better. You can always work on increasing what they need. Well, that's if you're so inclined to, that is. No one says you have to. Found it. But yeah, see what I mean though. It's not weird or wondrous, it's really mundane and simple, really. Click, 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 copy, copy, copy. don't have to do that room. Just look at it as plan, plotting. If I run in here and just like jump this way and then ninja flip this way, maybe I can pull that off. And it's like, no, I don't have to do that. Trying to plot which way to properly knock out the entire room. Just like go in here, witching, and then maybe some AoE, drop 3 fireballs, and AoE damage, more than enough to wipe everything out. Yeah, look at the map. Oh, right, I don't have to do that. Let's get rid of those 2 negatives. Nice. Ooh, that's already opened and it's in the next room. I heard that. And Tribble's locks are... So, anyway, that's the whole theory of stuff and how it works on games like Ark. Works like that on Rust too. Throwing someone a bow and arrow on Rust, maybe a little bit of cloth. It's like, yeah, okay, that's not so bad, right? Yeah, I see that's not terrible, right? Like throw him an AK. Maybe not. You might. Just to go see what happens. Throw him an AK. Works for me when I go on to servers that I play on, and then my friends eventually join me. I'll throw them AKs. There's a group of guys I technically play with. Ish, right? They play on other games. Occasionally we meet up on one server, unintentionally. Nicely done. Rebecca. It's not Rebecca, it's just Rekka, but that's me making a thing. Abanashi Rekka. Probably a name. There's probably a joke in that as well. I'm just not seeing it. Well, that does pretty well for this. So we can come to the end of stream-ish. Got 10 minutes on the mark. Ooh. Let's travel. 10:20. Let's see if we can catch it. $10:20 local time, Mountain Standard, Manderville Gold Saucer. Possibly we can catch the event. Loads in time. To be an event person down here. Come on, where are you? Where are you, event person? There you are, gatekeeper. Yes! Leap of faith time. Oh, it's the annoying one. It's the horrible one. Yes, this is the horrible one. Oops, too far. Got all the bronzes? No, we didn't get all the bronzes. There's still a bronze around here somewhere? Oh, there. That was well done of me. I don't think there's a... Oh, okay. First things first then, let's do this. The goal. This one's not so terrible. What they should be doing, if they've just got here, is go for the... Got everything and the goal, so we can mess around now. But as I say, always try to go for the goal instead of the cactars. Risking everything for a silver cactar is not a lot of point. Okay, Ananga Thunkin is definitely on a controller. Stand here, let people know you can go this way. Some people won't think, they'll just follow everyone else. You can technically jump up around that way, you can jump up around that way, or you can come up through the middle here. Do sprint jump it. See, those are kobold homes. This is right. There's this. There's the Upper La Norsica. Camp, bronze camps down there. Forget what this outlook out here is. Right, safer this way. I'm having just a ball. Touch the goal, touch the goal, touch the goal. You gotta make sure you touch the goal before you try either way. If you don't touch the goal, then got the gold. There we go. That was the one I was worried about. Always try to touch this. PogChamp Hells, huh? Straight to the goal. Yeah! Now you can try for the gold. If you muck up the gold, you fall and you gotta go all the way back to the beginning. All the way back to the beginning. With 1:19 left, you're not gonna do it. There we go. Goal. Yes! Get the goal. Quick! Quick, quick, quick! Quick! That would have sucked. That would suck if you didn't get goal. That would suck. Get here, it's like, yay! Time's out. No! Oh, how sad would that be? That would be honkable. Absolute honkable. 4,000. Yay! Welcome back. Yay! Well, that brings us to 10:30, our pre-appointed time to leave. So, I'm afraid that will be that, I'm afraid, my dudes. So, zippity back off game. And, yeah, no, it's going to be a good one. What can I say? It's time to go. We stream for about 3 hours. We've got the standard worky thing, but I am thinking maybe I do a Friday night, Saturday night, late night, heavier play, get through with something else maybe. I'm looking at that one achievement on the thing and saying, maybe that will help. Maybe that'll help. Who knows? But I'm one of those people. Some achievements probably worth going for. That's one of them. So, yeah, looks like we'll be putting together something for a Friday, something for a Saturday. I might need to change work on my stingers and stuff. So, in the meantime and all times, we are out of here, which means tomorrow we'll do more Heaven on High, more MSQ, but we will do it all as leveling. Bring up each of the tanks in turn, bring up each of the healers in turn, and each of the DPS in turn. So, once again, once we hit 70, we'll do all the job quests as per this, but until then, until tomorrow, and most likely Friday on, we'll have to see. So, till then, tune in to us next time, same place, same channel, and until then, laters.